going to talk about some new products and things that I've been wanting to discuss. In here, you can tell the offset. So the background sticker is off. That April is the awareness month for these stickers in our shop. When I first got my website, I really pushed my website. And then I kind of took a step back. We got another fair order yesterday, and then we can design the perfect sticker for you. And I just feel that way really works. Welcome to a new week. It is Tuesday. We're starting a day later. I typically like to start on Mondays, but this weekend I got food poisoning for the first time, and that was awful. Don't recommend. But I'm doing much better today and excited to get back in the office. I have a lot of things planned for this week and things I want to do. And I know I mentioned last week that it really helped when I had a list of things I wanted to do in that day. So we're going to go over those now. This week I have Coach stickers that I added to our collection and some mom and dad sports stickers that I want to print out. So that way I can photo and upload those to the site. They'll be brand new added. These are ones that have been requested by other people. Typically on Etsy I get the requests that they like the sticker, but they wanted it in a specific sport. And once we design it, I decide to add it to the offerings since I've already made it. So we have to do that. I need to finish up my social media calendar for April. I also need to do my first post of April, which what I've been doing this year is the first post of every month, or I try to, is the awarenesses that I offer in my shop and just kind of a brief description about them to just spread awareness and hopefully have someone learn something new about something that they've never even heard before, or maybe they've heard before but didn't know exactly what it was. So I'll show you how I do that today. And then we're probably going to be restocking some stickers at some point because we still have a lot left. Also going to talk about some new products and things that I've been wanting to discuss. I think we're just going to go ahead and jump into printing stickers, but before we do, I always like to start the vlog off to let you know where I'm at. We are at 1,101 orders. So moving our way up. My goal for the end of the year was 2,000 orders. So we have a ways to go, but getting closer every day. So that's great. Let's go ahead and jump into sticker making. The second set of stickers is cutting. This one did not cut right, and I'm going to show you, but the line here in here, you can tell the offset. So the background sticker is off, and sometimes this happens when I copy stickers over from another Cricut screen. I'm going to show you what I do to check to see if it's the image or if it's the Cricut. So let me show you that. So when this happens, I always pull a rectangle up and then I just push the stickers on top so that way I can see how it's lining up in this image. So these all check out great. So it's not this, it's the Cricut. So sometimes the Cricut requires you to not cover the registration mark. Sometimes it's honestly just an error and it should be fine the next time. So I'm going to try to print these again and see what happens, and then we'll go from there. But I just wanted to share that when sometimes your Cricut doesn't cut exactly how you want something cut, and just kind of a workaround for that. So we'll try it again. other one did fine. So I don't know why this file is doing it. I think I'm going to actually exit out of the file and go back in and see if that does something. I don't know why it's doing it just for this. It's just doing it for one file. So if it did it to both of them, then I'd be like, okay, it's not gonna let me do this, or I need to do like a software update. But because it's only doing it for this one, I'm gonna exit out, go back in and try this again. All right, let's go. Those cut out and they look great now. So we got the coach stickers for lacrosse, wrestling, weightlifting, or this person who requested it got it for personal training, and then an archery. And then I already had a archery mom and dad sticker, so now I just added the lacrosse mom and dad, and I did blue and black, and then I just did black and gray. I did the wrestling mom and dad stickers too. Those are all done. And next up, I actually got the April awareness post I'm going to do up, so I wanted to show that and also share those awarenesses with you. So what I like to do is go ahead and just show you that April is the awareness month for these stickers in our shop, which is Addison disease, autism acceptance, Georgian syndrome, Cushing syndromes, and irritable bowel syndrome. And it's almost, I feel like I'm doing a PowerPoint. So each one I go ahead and talk about it and just bring awareness to them. And that is one of the ways I do it. Another way is I take a video of all the stickers and then I talk about them on voiceovers. And then I also talk about each one individually throughout the month, just hoping to just spread knowledge and awareness for these different awarenesses. And we have now, I think, 53 different awarenesses in our shop. Another thing I wanted to talk about today was, I know in the beginning of the year I mentioned that I wanted to come up with 2 new products for this year. And I had shared a few of the options that I was thinking about, which I've kind of like started and dabbled into before, but just did not perfect my craft in order to sell it yet. So that's punch needling and also magnets. And there's been another one that I had been asked about and thinking about doing, and I could do it in-house. But the problem with that, and the problem I was having with that, was I wasn't loving the concept of that. I'm having it manufactured, and so I'm having the work done outside, but it's to be bringing in a better quality than I could do, and I can't financially like afford this machine. So if it all goes well when I get it, which I'm hoping it'll be this week and I'll be able to show you, if not for sure next week, if I get it and it turns out good, I think it could be really just a fun addition to the shop, and we can see where it goes and go from there. I'm always liking that I can do everything in-house and have so much control over it, but this specific project I've been wanting to do for a long time, but again, it just was not working in-house the way I want it to be. I think this is an interesting alternative, and it's just going to bring a higher quality product than, like I said, than what I could bring to the tables. More to come on that one. The other things I've been like dabbling into, and if anyone has any feedback on these different crafts, let me know. But I've thought about getting into resin and doing like awarenesses in resin and doing those and making them like keychains or making them magnets or something along those lines. And I just have like so many ideas of things that like I would want to do, and it's a lot. Thought about doing more tote bags. I've done tote bags before, but like getting into more tote bags or doing keychains or doing, it's just so many different things that like go on that I'm like, ooh, should I do that? Or, oh, that would be a good addition. So it's kind of, it's a lot sometimes, but it's really just I'm trying to focus and pick a lane probably is the best option. I don't know if I want to get invested in another craft when I have like kind of two outstanding ones. So magnets is one that I have the printing down, everything down. It's just the cutting is not right. I did not like how they had turned out. I only had tried it about twice, so I didn't give it much of an effort, and I have been doing some other research and kind of like watching other people to see. The magnet I'm using too is a bit thicker. You can use like a printable magnet, which is another way to go. It was just going to be like way more expensive, so that's why I was like avoiding that route. There are a few other ways I can take the magnet one, but I thought it would be fun to make some awareness magnets. That's kind of what my thoughts have been for kind of like this weekend. I've been like really thinking about it and spending a lot of thoughts on it, and just wanted to share those. I think I'm doing enough with the stickers, but it's like I just keep having ideas and I'm like, oh, that would be so fun to add that to the shop or whatever it may be, because what I try to do, you know, after reading and watching so many things about like small businesses and like how you want to build your cart and how that can look by having items that can like tack on to each other and things like that. So it's like I hear that and I think of that, right? And then I'm like, well, if someone's coming in to buy an autoimmune disease sticker, maybe they would want a keychain, or maybe they would want a magnet or a punch needle coaster, you know? So it's, but sometimes I feel like if I expand too much, then that's going to be hard too. So it's kind of hard. It's hard sometimes to try to figure those things out. I am excited for what's coming. I hope it works out. And if it does, it would not be that much like strain on me to have in the shop, which I do like. I do like that option, that it wouldn't take that much time for me to produce, which is great. I just wanted to talk that out with you guys. I had been thinking about it this weekend and just was like, I'm going to talk about it on the blog because I value your insight and things like that too, on like what just would be like a good addition. Or do I even need an addition? Should I just pump the brakes and just keep spreading awareness and bring on more awarenesses? Like, I don't know. I go a million miles per hour sometimes and I just need to pump the brakes. Anyways, we did get an order while I was filming the sticker debacle, which we did fix, which was awesome. But I did get an order, so we can go ahead and pack that up. I'm gonna grab the sticker and we'll pack it up. So this sticker is going to Missouri. It is our certified alcohol and drug abuse counselor sticker. All of our stickers are water resistant, and I package them in these cellophane bags. And then this just provides like a little bit of a buffer. I make these backers in-house on Canva, and then I just print them out and cut them with my paper trimmer and around the edges and stuff, but I make those in-house. But this just helps protect it, and then in case the envelope were to open in transit or something, it's nicely sealed. I think it looks nice. I then include one of my thank you cards, which just says thank you for shopping my small business. It gives a link tree to my YouTube, my Faire, my Etsy website, all those things. I include like your order could be packaged on YouTube, and then a discount code and reminder to leave us a review. I always pack the Etsy packing slip. Right now I'm printing them off, but I think I might move to printing them off on the Rolo because I think that would be a little bit cheaper. I just haven't yet because that printer is still going. I don't think it's gonna last much longer, to be honest, but print it the 2 pages on one, so that way it's just like a smaller little receipt. I write a thank you note on the back of every thank you insert, just letting the customer know I truly appreciate it and their order means a lot to me. And then I decorate it with my fun. These I sell in my shop too. These are some of the thank you stickers I have, but it just says thank you, your order made my day. And then I have like this rainbow one, and I have a repeat customer one, which I think is really fun because I always acknowledge when they're a repeat customer on my thank you, but then I think it's also fun for them to get that in a sticker too. That is my packaging setup and how I send out orders, and I've added and taken away things over the last year, but I think this setup like really works for me. It's been helpful. I think it's been good. Let's pack it. Order is packed and will be on its way. That is where I'm going to leave us today. I think I'm going to work on planning out my social media for next month. And if that is something that interests you, definitely let me know and I can cover it in like next month's vlog. But I didn't know if it would be that entertaining. I mean, it might be helpful. I don't know. But let me know if that's something that you struggle with too, what I've been doing and what's kind of helped me just stay on track and just have an idea so I don't have to think about it too hard. Definitely no pro. My social medias are very low in numbers. YouTube is my highest in subscribers, which I'm very thankful for this community. I was bummed yesterday when I couldn't vlog. I really enjoy doing it. I look forward to it each week and have had a lot of fun and just showing that experience and getting feedback from you guys. It means a lot to me. But anyways, if you ever want to see that content or if there's anything else you would like to see that I don't show enough of, let me know. I'm a very open book, willing to talk about any of it. I think there's plenty of room for everyone out there to do stickers or do different things. So we all have our own spin on things. So that is where I'm gonna leave us today. That was the longest exit ever. Sorry. But I will be back with much more tomorrow. It is Wednesday and we have a lot on the to-do list today. We got another fair order yesterday, which I'm very excited about that fair order, and it actually doesn't need to go out until next week, but I'm gonna get it done today and send it out tomorrow, but I wanted to do it with you today. So we're doing that. I got a custom, oh, it's not a custom because I'm gonna offer it in the shop, but it's another counseling sticker, but it's LMHS, Licensed Mental Health Counselor. And I'm gonna print those out today too because I'm gonna send them to her, but then I'm also gonna actually offer it in my shop going forward. We have that to do today. I just got another order. It's for our MS butterfly, and that was on Shopify. And I feel I promote Etsy way more than Shopify, but I get so excited when I get Shopify orders too. When I first got my website, I really pushed my website, and then I kind of took a step back and was let's push Etsy. And the reason I did that was in hopes if people I send to Etsy use my link, I get a discount on the commission anyways, but then it hopefully helps the algorithm of Etsy to trigger some of my other listings and hopefully get me more traffic. So that was kind of my theory behind it. Now I'm kind of neutral. I don't mind wherever anyone wants to buy, I'm fine with. But getting more website orders and Shopify orders is definitely something that is on my goal list for this year, was to get to 100. We are at, I think, 40 something, but it's great. We are moving, and that's all I asked for. 3 orders to do. So we'll make those, we'll pack those, and then if time allows, I have a few other things I've been wanting to do. So let's see where it takes us. taking a quick break just to check in. So I have just this sheet that's printing right now and one more, and I'll be done with the wholesale order, done with that other custom order, and also printed out new stickers that I also went ahead and just changed some colors to see how they do. The LPC one I did, and then also the LCSW, which are ones that I do sell more of. So I just decided to change the color from green to blue to see how the blue does. The reason why I did green was because they are in the mental health field, and mental health awareness color is green. And that is why I went with the green. All my nursing and all those other things are blue, since the medical field primarily color is blue. So they are in the healthcare field though as well. So I was like, let's add blue and see how those do. We'll see. They may not do any different, or they may do better, or not so little. So we'll just go ahead and try it out. And that's what I love about doing these stickers in-house, because I can just test little things and tweaks and things like that and just see what happens and have an idea. So these are going really good, printing well. The other thing that's been happening, which this happens with Etsy from time to time, and if you sell stickers on Etsy or things in the envelopes, you totally know what I'm talking about. A way to reduce costs for me is to sell the stickers in a Etsy stamp, which is a label. The Etsy stamp is through Pitney Bowes or something like that, but the tracking is not good tracking. So it's not what anyone else would expect when they see they have a tracking number. They expect it to be lifetime accurate, things like that. These are mailed just like our snail mail, and so you really have no idea where it's at, but this is like, sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. It's just very iffy, and I feel like it comes in waves where I won't hear from any customers for like months, and everyone's gotten their stickers, don't hear anything, and then one day comes and I get several messages about it, and I feel bad. And anytime this happens, I always contemplate on paying for shipping, like an actual tracking, $4 to pay for shipping, but I don't know. I struggle with that one a lot, especially when you have such small items like I do. If I obviously had bigger items, I totally would not have a problem, but I think because there's that option, TikTok Shop makes you do the $4 too, and I get no orders on TikTok Shop. I think I get like one a month. Granted, I'm not very active on there because, again, I don't know what's going on with TikTok. I'm kind of like waiting to like post some more of my stuff because I just don't want to spend the time on something that I don't know what will happen. But that is one of the things I've struggled with. I've talked about it before, but it's definitely hard to know when or what to do and things like that. So one of them, it said pre-transit since last Monday, so it looks like I didn't even drop it off, which I did. And some of the other ones that I did drop off that day have gone through and have been delivered already, and there's a few that on that day say pre-transit. So I don't know what happened. I mean, they could have gotten lost, or they could be on their way and they just have never gotten scanned along the way. So you just I don't know. So it's really hard to know what to say with those, but yeah, they say pre-transit, which looks like it's my problem instead of USPS, so that's the hard part too. But it is essentially all my problem. But I guess it just looks like it's more my fault when it just says pre-transit. Looks like I'm just holding on to it, which I'm not. I go to the post office at least once a day, if not twice. That's kind of what I've been like dwelling about too. And then the other one, it got like stuck at a distribution center near me, and it hasn't moved in like a week and a half. So I just don't know what it's doing. And then there's other ones who say in transit and the person's already left me a review. So you just never know. I can't look at that or like focus on it, because I have some from like when I first started last year, and I know the customer got it because it was like a friend of mine. I know they got it, but it still says in transit, you know, so it's I can't trust that delivery tracking system, and I can't get hung up on it either. Let's finish these ones up. As you can see, the hair went up. I got tired of it. Okay, so we have all the orders ready. We're gonna start packing those in a second. One other thing I'm actually gonna do for the wholesale order is I have been sending a freebie of some sort. So if I see something that kind of goes along with what they already ordered, for example, my first wholesale order I sent, they had autism stickers, TBI stickers, and I went ahead and included 2 of my brand new ones that hadn't even been uploaded to the site yet. So I included 2 of those. The last one was for a variety of things, and I think I included a traditional bookmark because they ordered everything in my shop but a traditional bookmark. So I was like, this would be just good just to show them, like, hey, I have these 2. This one is just for 40 of these I'm fine, it's fine, everything is fine dumpster fire stickers. And that one, I looked it up yesterday. It's going to Massachusetts, and you can like look up their website and stuff on here. It like directs you to their website and stuff, but it's going to a bookstore and it's in Salem. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I have this Reading is Magic bookmark, and I just thought that would be appropriate. Like, it feels like it would be a good vibe for the bookstore, and I decided to go ahead and send that. So that'll be my freebie. I've just been sending them. I may stop that at some point, but I just thought it would be nice just to give them a little taste of something else I can offer, and hopefully then they want to come back and order more from me. That'd be great. So we got that done. This is the Shopify order is for our multiple sclerosis butterfly warrior sticker. This is one of our new ones. I loved how this collection came out. It's by far one of my favorites. I think the colors just look great. It all flowed really good together, and I've gotten a lot of compliments on how good the orange looked, and it just like all flowed. That one is going out too. And then the other one, which was a request, and I'm gonna offer my shop now and gonna offer it in blue and green, is the licensed mental health counselor sticker. And I have a lot of these for like social workers and counselors. I've talked about this before, but all my stickers in my shop have really branched off from other things and aspects in our lives, and a lot of them are inspired by those things, including many of our awarenesses started with my sons with autism, and then I have rheumatoid arthritis, so I like dived into autoimmune diseases, and it just kind of spread like that from there. My master's degree is in counseling, and that's where the LPC came from, and all these different healthcare and how important I believe mental health is. And then it just, I mean, it just kept going, if that makes sense. Like, it just kept then kind of like spreading like wildfire into different areas. My kids use a lot of special needs, a lot of different therapists. So those are the other things that I did, because I had a hard time finding cute things I could add on to gifts that I give them. I always give gift cards for a lot of their teachers and stuff like that, but I always want to just add something else. I just want to give a little something extra, nothing crazy. And I would always have a hard time trying to find something that was inexpensive, because I'm buying for so many people. There's so many different people on their teams, and it just became a lot. And then I started to make stickers, and I was like, this is a really nice addition that won't break the bank, you know. So it just is something that I really like to do, instead of giving like chocolate and things like that, because I've done that before too. But I'm like, you know, you don't know anyone's dietary restrictions or things like that. So it's just, you know, food's hard. All those things are kind of just challenging. And stickers, though, I think everyone likes. That's kind of why you see different varieties and things like that in the shop. And yeah, I just wanted to share that. I know I've shared it before, but I know there may be someone new here, so just wanted to share that. I'm honestly thinking about doing another sales map for wholesale orders, because I think it would be cool to know not only where my stickers that I seller going, but where am I sending these like batches of stickers to? Like things like that. The other thing I ordered today, speaking of wholesale, is I ordered a stamp to put on the back of all these stickers. I don't have any branding on the back of them, and I send them, I know I need to do that. That is something you're supposed to do, and I did not do. So that is something I've been working on. I ordered a stamp today. It should be here next week, fingers crossed. And then I can start stamping those stickers. I might start stamping some other stickers too. We'll see how that goes. I mean, it may not be like mission critical for the orders that I get, but if they're gifting them to someone else and then you see, oh, and it's just gonna say Made with Monday with my website, I mean, people can Google it and find me everywhere else, but I just thought that that would be blanket, like this is where you can find more, is my website. Let's go ahead and package everything up. Okay, that is it. I got the orders packed. I think that's where I'm gonna leave us today. Behind the scenes, I've still been working on adding all my stickers to Fair. I have 300 left, so I got it down. But my goal is to have everything updated by like mid-April. So stay tuned for more tomorrow. Welcome to Thursday. Today we have 2 orders that need to get done. I also need to update my sales map. And if there's time, which I really hope there will be today, we are going to attempt magnets again. I've tried it before. I might have an option, so we're gonna see if that works. If not, it's a good test run and we'll just see what happens. But I have no idea. And I think it's important when you are starting, especially like a craft small business where you are reliant on making the product, that you do test multiple times and perfect your craft before obviously selling. And this is one that for big magnets, it looks good, but for smaller magnets, I just could not get it right. That's what we're gonna hopefully get to today. It has been something I've been wanting to do. I'm hopeful we can get the time to get it done. First off, we're gonna go ahead and complete those orders. One of them is for planner stickers, which I'll be able to show you. And then the other one is for custom label stickers with a child's name on it, so I will not show those. But gonna make those. I would like to get them done today so that way I can drop them off in the mail, hopefully this afternoon, and take it from there. That order is done. This customer also reached out and requested specific colors, which is something I can absolutely do. I've actually thought about changing my listings to having even more colors and having people choose them, because I think that'll be a little bit easier. I don't know. We'll see what ends up happening, but these are all done. And again, they are so much easier on my StarCraft Solo. It's been very seamless. I would have a lot of headaches when I did them on my Cricut, so this has been a huge change for the business. I'm actually gonna go ahead and pack everything real quick and get that done, and then we're gonna go ahead and update my sales map. The map is done, and we added 2 more today. So we added Wyoming and Maine. That just leaves South Dakota, Kansas, Alaska, and Hawaii, which is so incredible. I'm so excited. This has been a very great quarter to get this far on my state map. And I mean, hopefully we can get to the last 4 by summer would be amazing. And while I was doing all that, I got another order, which I'm really excited about, and I got a wholesale order. She's one of the first people that have bought wholesale from me, so she does it separately on my Shopify. We set it up and I send her the request and the invoice, so I knew this one was coming, but it's still very exciting. I honestly looked at the time and I'm running out of time again today. Magnets are gonna have to wait. I also am working with another customer on a custom sticker. She sent me a message and it was in Etsy, but it went to my spam folder. I don't know how messages go there sometimes, like I have no idea, but I felt terrible because this person's messaged me like 2 weeks ago and then last week and I never responded. I am telling you, if I do not respond within 24 hours, I'm not seeing the message. So contact me some other way. Sometimes my emails, they go to spam too and I don't see them, or I have so many emails and I need to be better at email anyways, but it's just so bad. But yeah, this is the second time a message has gone to spam. So if you, please, like, don't feel like you're pestering me. If I do not respond within 24 hours, I did not get it. I'm very quick to respond and I typically respond within an hour or 2 daily, unless I'm sleeping. I go to bed early though too, so don't, yeah. But I felt terrible, but she was asking for a Parkinson's disease awareness sticker, which is one that I have been thinking about doing. So my grandfather had Parkinson's, so it's definitely one that's been on my radar and one that I've been thinking about doing. And we started to design the sticker for her. She wanted a warrior sticker with a tulip on it. And how I do customization, just so you know, so if you're like, let's say you like one of my awareness stickers, but you just want to adjust it a few different ways, that's not a problem. I always take in what everybody asks for. I then normally give you at least 3 or if not more examples. And then that way you can kind of be like, oh, I like from option 1, I like this part, but option 2, I like this part. And then we can design the perfect sticker for you. And I just feel that way really works and really helps. So I am waiting for her final approval of that sticker, and then I'll need to do that one too. So I need to just do that. I'm gonna pack that new order that came in, and yeah, I gotta do stuff around the house. You know how it goes. Being a mom and running the small business can sometimes be a big, giant balancing act for sure. But I do know if I don't get some of these other things done, I'm not going to be happy this evening. I'm going to know myself and know what needs to get done and get those things done. And that's where I'm just going to leave the vlog for this week. I know it was a shorter week because I was off on Monday, but I am feeling better from Monday, so that's great. It's just been a crazy, interesting week. I don't feel like I got a lot on my to-do list, but it happens. I think there's some weeks where I feel like super accomplished and we end the vlog and I feel so great, but then there's other weeks that I don't. And I feel like this is one of those weeks, but that's okay, it happens. And hopefully next week we can work on magnets and hopefully that works out. We will see what Monday brings and take it from there. So again, thank you for being here. Thank you for following along. I truly appreciate it. And I will see you again on Monday.